Hi everyone. This is the pre-class third, and where I'll be discussing about conditional statements. So, in today's session, we actually see in the live session, we'll see the conditional statements. What are conditional statement, and how to write code on it. And but before that, I'm just giving you a quick overview of it, so that it will help you during the live session. So now, if I just move to the first part, so the first thing is I want to talk about Java relational operators. Java relation operator, because that is very important to understand before going to uh, conditional. So what are Java relation operators? Basically, these are the operators which are used to compare two values. Used to compare two values. Compare two values. So basically, and always remember that the result of this relational operation, like when you are performing the result of relational relational operation will always be an Boolean value. Will always be an Boolean value, either true or false. So ensure that so basically you can see that whenever the result of relation operation come, it always be true and false. So what are the commonly used relational operators? So the first one is, we used to say, greater than. So this is our greater than. Similarly, we have greater than equal to, and the third we have less than, then less than equal to, then we have, for comparison, we have this something like this. This is for comparison. If you want to compare two things. Now, the next is not equal to. So here we used to call it not equal to. So now you have seen that I have these many operators: greater than equal to, less than equal to, not equal to. So let's see in code so that we'll understand it better and how it works. So if I'm writing Java, so lecture or basically pre-class on conditional. So now if I create the REPL, okay. So now I came to this main class, main.java. And if I come to this point, and now if I remove this part, so basically here you can see that system.out.println. So basically what I can do, I can directly print here. Like suppose if I'm saying 3 equal to 5. I told you whenever you're applying Boolean operation, always be it's something like whenever you are applying Boolean operation, it always return a binary value. So basically if I run this code, write Java, now let's see what will be the output for this. So now you can see that this is false because 3 equal to 5 is not actually allowed. Okay, this is not allowed. So here, similarly, I can write 3 not equal to 5. The next one which I can write is 3 is greater than 5. The next is which I can write here is 3 is less than 5. So it is always returning a Boolean value. So 3 is greater than equal to 5. And the next is 3 is less than equal to 5. 3 is less than equal to 5. Now, if I just run it, now let's see what will be the output. So now you can see that this output is actually coming from this one. 3 equal to 5, that is false. 3 not equal to 5, that is true. 3 is greater than 5, that is false. 3 is less than 5, that is true. 3 greater than equal to 5, that is false. 3 is less than equal to 5, that is true. So now you have understood this thing, like this comparison thing. Now I also want to show you one more example. Problem one dot Java. So previously I was using this. So if I copy it and if I paste it here, and if I just write problem one, and now you can see that I've written my code here. I can also, I'll just select only the top of two. Okay. And I can also write this in this way. So since I know that like the output of this one is will be Boolean. So in that case, what I can do, I can use a Boolean variable, Boolean x equal to, and then I can write 3 equal to 5. So basically I can also write in this way, Boolean, another variable. If I want to store that thing, like whatever is coming out of it. So I'll write 3 not equal to 5. And then I can print x, and then I can print y. And now if I run it, so if I run it, so basically what will happen? Sorry, I have executed the wrong code. I need to execute the Java problem1 dot Java. So basically I'll write Java problem1 dot Java. So if I run it, let's see what will be the output. So it is giving me the same out. 3 equal to 5, that is false. 3 not equal to 5, that is true. And here what I'm showing you is like you can also put in a variable, the whatever values is coming. Now let's come to the next topic. That is our main topic, that is known as conditional statements. That is conditional statements. So first I'll want to give you like, let's go in the definition. So basically when we talk about conditional statement, it controls the flow of control the flow of execution in a program based on certain conditions. Based on certain conditions. So basically, this is the part. Based on certain condition, you can control the flow. And now, if I give you, like, if I explain you, like, in layman terms, that in your daily life, you have seen that there are many decisions which you are making. Okay. For example, your mom said, like, if you have done with the brush, then you can do the breakfast. So basically, if you have done brushing your teeth, then you can come to breakfast. So there are some conditions, something like, okay. So if this happened, then you can do this. So basically in daily life, you know that, like suppose if I'm saying that if your switch is on, then light will get light lit up. If switch on, light light on will be, you will be able to see that light is on. So in some condition, something is happening. So basically, similarly in our daily life, you have like you can come up with like a lot of examples. Okay, if you are done with, then this. So for example, if I give you a second example is that like what you want to be in like what you want in basically breakfast. Okay, so your mom can give you some options. So some option is like the first is bread and butter, bread and butter. The other option she can give is you can say that Maggie. The third option like option she is giving is macaroni. And else she can see that like either you can just take a milk if you don't like if you are not very hungry. So you can see that like there are multiple options. So basically if then basically when she's saying okay this is something like this is another option she is giving, another if this is this, and then she is saying that other else you can take this. Okay, so now like few more example want to give, like consider the example of traffic light system. Now you know that if light is green, if light is green, then signal vehicle to move. Signal vehicle to move. If light is red, signal to stop. So basically, in some condition, something is happening. Okay. So previously we were seeing that, okay, how we can do equal to, greater than, and all this kind of thing. But you know that, like, how we can check that if that condition is true. And if that condition is true, then we can move to the next one. So always understand that in conditional statements, whenever we talk about, like, there will be one condition, and on that condition, like, either there will be one thing which can happen that will be true, or the another thing which is possibility that might be false. And in that case, you need to do this, otherwise do that, or nothing. Like, it totally up to you. Now let's see the type. So basically, we used to how we implement this conditional statement in, like, Java. So we have something known as, in programming language, we have something known as if statements. If statements. So basically, there are three kinds. I'm just talking about the three kind statement. The first kind of statement is if statement. If statement. Okay, so basically you have something and you want to execute it, so you just directly put if. Now there is another one that is known as if else statement. If else statement be said that if you are done with that thing, then else you have also have another option. Then also else you can also do this thing. But in if, when I was talking about the first one, so here you only need to execute one statement. You don't have any else. But the second one is if, like this, then else you can also do this. The third one is if else if else else. What if suppose you have 9 or 10 options? If you have 9 to 10 options, then you will write if, then else if, and the last one will become under else. So you can see that, like, we have three kinds of statement: if statement, if else if. So now let's see some example, like, on this, so that you will understand it. Now, what is the basically syntax for writing if? So if I ask, like, if I just show you what is the, so basically if you need to write if, then inside bracket you need to write the condition. And if this condition is true, then in that case, what will happen? This block will get executed. This block will get executed. Block basically means whatever code you have written inside these brackets. So these brackets are important. And here the result should be either it will be true or false, because based on this, if will make a decision. Now let's see the first thing. Like, if I'm saying that A, the first is if with Boolean value. If with Boolean value. So basically, if I'm saying if with Boolean value, that means, like, okay, I'll show you like what it means. So basically, what I'll do, I'll write problem.java. Problem true. And now you know that, like, if I'm saying if, okay, so basically here I'll write system.out.println, and this is where my code is starting, so that we know, हमें पता रहे, like, where from where actually our code is getting started. So this is something like this writing. And now after that, what I'll do, I'll write a if. Now, by default, I'm putting true here. This is the Boolean value I'm putting here. So what I'll do is I'll open a bracket of if. So this is, I've opened the bracket and this is the closing bracket. And inside that, I can write some code. System.out.println. Inside code. I'm inside code. And then what I'll do is, so, and here I'll write my code ends. Code. So now if I run it, now let's see what will happen. So now you can see that it is showing me error. Why? Because I have missed the semicolon. Now you can see that like the code is actually starting here and then it is coming to inside code. Why? Because here we have written true. Now what if I written false here? Now let's see in that case, what will be the output? Since you already know that like when you return false, it will not execute this part. Why? It will not go like it will not enter into this part. Now you can see that code start and code ends. So that is the basically main part of if. And now this is something like I was showing you with if with Boolean value. Now the next example which I want to show you is this is if with Boolean value. Now I want to show you with if with expression. If with expression, if you want to write an expression inside it instead of boolean value, then how you will do it? So basically here I'll do it. What I'll do here, I'll copy the code and basically here I'll write, and instead this I'll write 5 greater than 3. So here I'll 5 is greater than 3. So here I have written 5 greater than 3. I can also write 5 greater than equal to 5 less than. So, but here I'll just write this. Now here I'm putting problem 3. Problem 3. Now let's see what will be the output. So you can see that like 5 is greater than 3, it is coming. So this is something like you can also write in, because 5 and greater than 3 will give me a true value and that I can use here. Now the third one is like if I come to the third one. So the third one is if with variables. If with variables. If with variables. So in that case, I'll just copy this code. Problem 4.java. Now, if I'm saying if with variables, so basically here I'll write first variable name is string name. One is Rahul, and I'll create another variable that is string name two is Rahul. And now if basically if name one equal to name two, if name one equal to name two, then what it will happen, it will give you equal. So in that case, what I'll do is I will say then both names are same. So if I run it now, let's see what will happen. I'll write it 4. Here I'll also put 4. Now if I execute it, now you know that like name one and name two are equal. So here I'm just doing with the variable. So you can also compare with the variable. So now you can see that both names are same. Kyunki like Rahul is equal to Rahul. But if I like remove that L, I have removed this L. Now let's see what will happen. So you can see that the code doesn't execute. Now in this case, now you need to understand the else part. If names are not equal, then I'm writing the else block. So we have something known as else. And remember one thing, else does not contain any kind of condition. Else matlab whatever the remaining one. Like if this is not happening, whatever the remaining case, in any case, it will give me this output. So that's why else doesn't contain any block. Are not same basically. So basically in this case, what I'm saying here is the names are not same. So now you can put else. Okay, both names are not same. Now here I just want to show you the last thing, that is with else if. With else if. So remember, like if you want to write multiple condition, agar aapko, like if you want to write multiple condition, and suppose if I add one more name, string name 3 is equal to Suraj. Suppose if I want to add one more condition, like more conditions, then suppose if I remove it, now you know that I'm comparing name 1 with name 2. And I also want to compare name 1 with name 3. Then in that case, if I want to write condition and I have more condition, like then I will write else if. Okay. Then what I am doing here is I'm writing here is else if, and in the bracket, what I'll do is I'll write the condition name1 is equal to name3, and I'll close the bracket. So this is the bracket of starting bracket and closing bracket of else if. Now, after writing this, I will check that if it is equal, then name1 equal to name3, both names are same. If you have more conditions, then I'll copy it again. And suppose if you want to check name2 with name3 also. So you can see that like how I'm actually keep on adding the condition. And both names are same, both names are same. Or you can write name1, name2, and name3 are same. After that, I'll put else, and then I can say that here I can say that names are not equal. So you can see this, like if I execute it, so you can see that both names are not same. Why? So like name1 and name2 is containing Rahul. So it will come to basically this condition first. Okay, 1 second. This is problem 5 actually. I've executed the wrong one. So you can see that both names are same. Why? Because name1 and name2 are same. So always like remember that how this code is actually executing. What is the flow of executing this code? So the code is execute in this manner. So first, this statement will get executed, code start. So code will start. Then it will declare the variable, second variable, third variable. Now it will check that if name1 is equal to name2, name1 is Rahul, and this one is Rahul also. Now it is become true. Now in that case, what will happen? This will get printed. Now suppose if this was not Rahul. Suppose if this was Manish, then in that case, this condition will give me false. This condition will not execute. Then it will come to the next one and it will check whether name1 is equal to name3. So you can know that like Rahul is equals to basically Suraj. So that is also false. So it will come to the next one. And now it will check name2 is name3. Suppose it is not Manish, it is Suraj. Now name 2 is Suraj and name 3 is Suraj. Now both names are same. So in that case, this condition will get executed and it will come out. So as soon as one of the condition will get true, it will come out. It will not go to the next step. It will not say, okay, I'll also check the other condition. So this is the beauty of if, else, if, else, if, else. So one of the condition if get executed, then it will come out of it. So that is the main part. So guys, we have seen the conditional statement. So I hope you got an idea of if else if. So that will help you in during the session. Okay, thank you.